Okay, I like Witch Tana a lot. She's
Zinker,
fucking
you're
hot.
getting dangerously close to furry bait.
Ah, you're right. I just like the witch outfit, though. It has nothing to do with her. God damn it, I'm getting baited like Carmelita fucking Fox again. You're right there. Thank you. You pulled me out of... You pulled me out of the zone! But you know what I want to see now?
Furry bait, not yet.
I want to see the brown girls in the hot Halloween costumes. The thought Halloween costumes. The real spirit of Halloween. Alright, hey, Derek.
That is the spirit of Halloween.
Alright, Derek. So today...
Hi.
You may have recall... Oh, one, there's a new cup now. Look at that. The Lost Cup. That's what we're gonna play.
They found it.
They did find it, you're right. It was lost, but then they found it. And now it's found. I'm glad we're on the same page on this. Anyhow, no, it's fine. I'll just race with this. It's looking good and cool. Anyhow, so, right? I have a hypothetical for you. A hypothetical. Okay. Right? Now, as you may recall, we've been, in our spare time, and neither of us want to admit this, been watching Hensuki. Are you willing to fall in love with a pervert? If she's a cutie.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
goddamn... I have no problem admitting it.
Hilarious show. I don't either because at this point I've sunken so low.
Watch the dub.
I'm at rock bottom. So
I highly recommend watching the dub. I don't know what the sub is like, but the dub they have very much had a lot of fun with.
They just have it's so bad. It's pretty much just dull and bad at most parts. But then you just get like an occasional line read that is just so goddamn beautiful, and you're just like,
yeah,
I can't believe they just said that. The most memorable of which
liked
is our
Ghost.
That's gonna be a yikes for me, dog.
Yeah, it's in the first episode too, so like, that's a great.
Yeah.
It's a great intro.
Anyhow,
if you want
also
to
we're
give
about
it a shot.
to spoil it, by which I mean
if
I'm
like,
about to spoil it. So if you're interested in watching it, now's the time to stop watching this and go watch that, and then come back and watch.
And then
this.
come back.
And then afterwards,
don't forget to
watch
come back.
this again to give us the extra views. Even though it doesn't matter so much for us because we're like a smaller YouTube, it makes me feel good when I see 2 views instead of 1.
Yeah.
Or more likely, no one's watching this and we're just at 0 views. Then, kind of sad.
Sad face.
Yeah. Kind of been the norm lately. For a while, we were getting like so many views, and now we're just at like 0. And sometimes I see like a 1 or a 2. I'm like, oh, they're gonna watch the series, and they don't. And I'm like, that's upsetting.
If you ever heard of the anime Ghost Stories though, it's not quite on par with that in terms of the quality of the dub, but like, it's kind of, I feel like it's probably a similar scenario where they were handed an anime that clearly was not great, and they were just told, just kind of, just go ham, do what you want.
Anyhow, so in Hensuki, are you willing to fall in love with a pervert? For the audience that doesn't know, he gets Underella in a love confession. Underella confesses his love to him and leaves him a pair of his underwear, and he starts referring to her as Underella. Sorry, I'm racing, so it's hard to focus and talk at the same time and stuff. And he goes on this huge mystery mission, trying to figure out, hey, who is this Underella person? And he thinks it's one of his
Who the mysterious girl
friends.
Was that?
No, I'm not done. And one of the girls
wants
him to be her master, one of the girls who was semi a lolly, and I'm mad that she's semi a lolly because she would otherwise be my favorite. She wants him to be his slave.
I
One
like
just
the
wants
first
to
one.
make guy
For
porn
clarity.
of him and his friend. And the actual person that left the underwear is his little sister. And what do we have? And then there's a point where he's not happy about this revelation when he finally figures it out. But the sister just fucking flat out kisses him, and me and you both just screamed, "No!" as it happened. It was a wonderful moment. It was one of those few moments in time where everyone in the room comes together to say the exact same thing.
Which is, no.
Pretty much. Oh, it was disgusting. Anyhow, Derek, it immediately brought a hypothetical in my mind because the main character, whose name I haven't bothered remembering, Klefki, that's right. Klefki is like, hey, he's not happy to find out that his sister was the one that left this love confession. By the way, me and Derek were saying all along that it was the sister, and we were right. And I feel like that was the only time that me and Derek both wished we were wrong.
Yeah.
That was the only time where we would have been fine being wrong and not have argued. Anyhow, yeah. So, so Derek, imagine you have. Well, do you have cousins?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know them well. I haven't seen them in over a decade.
Awesome. That sounds like one side of my family. I haven't seen any of the other Zinkers besides my dad.
I haven't seen any
Decades.
of my family other than one set of grandparents in over a decade.
Yeah, that's weird.
And like my immediate
Anyhow,
family.
well, you have a brother, so this works, I guess. What do you do? But let's head back in time, because obviously, your brother doesn't live with you right now, does he?
No, he's older than I am.
So let's go back in time, to when you were both living in the same house together. I want to say high school, probably. You?
I would have been in middle school. He would have been in high school. We were never in
let's
high
assume
school
we
at the same
stayed
time.
back in a grade or whatever, and you're in high school. He stayed back. He's still in the house after high school. I don't know. All right, about high school. It doesn't even matter. He lives in the house with you. And
Okay.
obviously you can't leave the house because you're still in school, to some degree. And he just goes, "Hey, Derek, I love you." And you're like, "Hey, I love you too." Like, no, I don't love you like the brotherly love that two bros share. I love you like I want to have sex with you. And also kiss you and cuddle you and stuff. And the sex too.
Okay.
I'm not just a fuckboy. I want a respectable relationship.
Where's the question?
Well, I mean, obviously for two reasons. I'm not even giving you a chance to give an answer because I don't want to know if it'd be yes, but for two reasons. He's a guy and your brother, so it'd be a no. How do you go on?
It's a big yikes.
Yeah, it's a big yikes. It's more of, how do you deal with the aftermath of this? Like, in Klefki's case, he lives with his sister. By himself. It's just him and his sister. Their parents are dead or whatever. Which is how
That's
it
how
always
anime
is.
works. Zinker is.
Yeah, for high schoolers, a lot of their parents are dead, and somehow the high schoolers are living on their own without having to pay any bills. How does it work? I don't know, but it's working. Anyhow, what is he? He can't do anything. Like he can't. What's he gonna do? Kick her out of the house? He has to live with her still. You know. even after
Yeah.
he hopefully eventually rejects her. You know, I hope he rejects her. I swear to God. We don't know yet. We haven't reached the 12th episode yet. Which my fear is...
Yeah, it's not dubbed yet.
Yeah, it's out in Japan, but it's out in Japanese. But we're not... Well, I'm not an otaku.
We're not. I'm not either. I prefer with dubs.
Okay.
I'm a rational human being.
Derek, I can accept you saying you're not an otaku. I can't accept you saying I'm a rational human being. That's just going too far. You cannot just lie on the sanctity of this fucking show. Alright? You can't just lie to our audience like that. Anyhow, so, obviously you're gonna say no to your brother. What do you do after this? How are you gonna react? How are you gonna go to your day-to-day life?
So the tough part is I was a different person in high school in general, right before then in general.
Yeah.
And so like
Derek's like, I would have said yes.
No, but I mean, no, God no. I would have been worse about being able to just kind of like deal with that scenario of like basically having an elephant in the room at like all times. Yeah. I'm perfectly fine dealing with that now.
What would you do now?
Because I have dealt with it. You've
dealt with your brother specifically confessing his feelings to you?
No, I've dealt with an elephant in the room, where it's very clearly there's like very clearly awkward tension between people in the room, or between me and someone else, but like we're just kind of in the same area. Like I'm very good at just dealing with that.
All right.
I've caused enough awkward situations to where like I'm good at dealing with that now.
I believe that, but also, so what are you gonna do? You're just gonna be fine with it?
No, I'm not fine with it. I obviously like give the whole "that's a big yikes for me" dog speech, and and basically clarify like there is absolutely zero chance of this ever resolving in your favor. So basically, give up and move on, and probably just keeping distant for a while, and then until like eventually, hopefully, things resolve themselves. If you must know. However, I'm going to also require that you answer this question as well.
Okay. I mean, the closest I have is a cousin, so I wouldn't actually have to live with them. But let me just say, one, I think I can reasonably convince my audience I'm asexual. So, A, I have that. Two, never, ever has it ever come in handy for me to just be like, yeah, I like brown girls. And
yeah. Well, I've obviously missed. That's the second point I get to, on why this won't happen is A, related. B, I'm not into guys, believe it or not.
I don't.
I'm
pretty certain
Zinker,
I've seen you walk across the byline a few too many times.
Zinker, when you said that you can reasonably convince the audience that you're asexual, I was almost going to say I can reasonably convince the audience that I'm straight, and then I realized, no, wait, no, I can't do
that. Anyhow, what was I gonna say? So if I had a sister, that's just gross. I don't really know what I do, because I have to be here. But honestly, I barely talk to my the upstairs family as is. So I think I can avoid them. I think I can avoid someone like that and just never deal with them again.
I can avoid people. Zinker, I can avoid someone that like I could live in like the same like jail cell as someone and I could avoid them.
Derek, I believe you can avoid yourself.
I can.
You walk by a mirror, you don't see your reflection.
Zinker, I walk by a mirror, my reflection watches me walk by and gets sad.
I think it'd be even funnier if you got sad, but the reflection didn't.
I walk
And
up
then
to
the
a mirror, I
reflection
see
walks
myself in the mirror walk away.
You walk up to the mirror and you see me walk away, and you just try to process how that even makes sense. You're struggling so bad to figure. Anyhow, that was my hypothetical. Audience, what would you do if your sister and her siblings, hey, even your mother, confessed they loved you and actually wanted to be in a relationship with you, and you still lived in the house with them? Man! Okay, wait, hold on. Imagine, like, being in high school and your mom just starts fucking hitting on you. That's fucking gross. And, like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You can't escape that situation. Oh, it's so awful. Oh my god. That's the real Halloween fear right there. It's that. I forgot there's a shortcut right there. Anyhow, I'm out of conversation topics, so it's up to you to distract for the next 2 minutes. So, go for it, Derek. Tell me a nice fake story.
If you had more conversation topics that you went to that one, I would have been disappointed.
Why? I feel like that was a very fair conversation topic.
I mean,
Derek, I can't always just ask comfortable hypotheticals. The best hypotheticals are the ones that make you fear for your life.
I guess. So, not yesterday, on Tuesday, I cock-blocked some kids.
Is this a 2-minute story? Well, 1
Nope.
minute now. Alright, go for it.
Okay, I said no.
Oh, then... Yeah, because it's the last session.
Why'd you ask for a conversation topic?
I asked for a 2-minute long conversation topic. Now only 1 minute.
Said, I just heard conversation topic.
A 1 minute... Derek, 1 minute conversation, go.
It's definitely not 1 minute. Alright, well,
1 minute. Come on. You're wasting your precious minute. That sounded like 35 seconds.
Are we doing something else after this? So I can tell the story?
No, now you basically just fucking tease the audience. And they're gonna have to watch our other stuff to figure out when that story is going to be. So, yeah.
I could probably, like, squeeze it out real quick. It's just like, there's probably gonna be room to discuss, so, like...
Yeah, so don't. Now you don't. Like, now it's just a fucking cock tease. Now the audience, like, is mad at you for cock teasing them. I didn't make the shortcut. Yeah, how's the audience ever going?
Well, I guess in, some other video, I don't know what, maybe you can find out how I hopefully stop some kids from having sex.
I like to imagine you actually put a block in front of, like, this kid's penis.
By kids, I mean teenagers, I should clarify.
What's the difference? I'd fucking curb
kids,
stomp a
so,
kid,
like,
I'd curb stomp a teenager. They're about the same.
They really are. They all run together at this point, but, like...
Oh no, I'd punt a kid. I'd punt a teenager.
Okay.
Could you imagine there's just like a teenager like fucking sitting on their phone being like, ha, look at this meme, and then you just see someone run up and fucking punt them like across like 2 houses.
Yeah.
Could you just imagine someone
Yeah.
running up to someone and punting them across 2 houses in general?
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Why are you running? Why are you running? He punts the kid. Ah, that brings me satisfaction in life. Anyhow, that was CTR Spooky Grand Prix, kinda. What's available right now? It's time for me to go to bed. Because tomorrow I'm going to have a really bad day. And I'm sure I'll have plenty of stories about it. For now, next time on Speletons. Bye-bye.